So, Dr. J, let's say I'm just starting a new job. I am getting like all these documents about what benefits I can opt into. What should I be looking out for here? What benefits should I take?
Good question. So you're actually going to get this choice every year and when you start. You also may get the choice when like life events happen. So let me talk about this. So when you first start, that's your first chance to sign up. And actually, if you don't do that immediately, you might lose the benefits. Like healthcare is usually one of those. If you don't elect it in the 30 or 60 days, they're like, we'll see you in a year. Good luck. And you're like, wait, what? So time is of the essence. A couple things I want you to think about. So we have separate videos on different benefits, healthcare, disability, all that. But let me go through the basics. Healthcare, my first question is, are you lucky? And Katie, are you a lucky person?
I am not. I am definitely not, especially with healthcare.
Cool, then you get the more expensive plan.
I do have that one.
Okay, and people go, well, this one's less per week. Chances are the more expensive one's going to work. Go to our healthcare videos, got all specifics on that, but I'm willing to bet 9 times out of 10, that's an easy choice. Now, some places I've seen, I had somebody, their employee benefits was like 40 options for healthcare. If you get that many options, you can reach out to one of us as a financial planner will help you. Because like I can't guess which options make sense at this point if you have that many options. Most places you get like 2 options, the cheap plan and the expensive plan, probably the expensive plan. Now, Katie also said she's not lucky, so we're also going to pick the disability plan, long-term disability, short-term disability. Now, if you have an option where you pay for it yourself, go ahead and pay for it. Because then when you use the disability, you'll get it out tax-free. If they're just going to pay for it and there's no other option, well, then thank you, and we'll handle the taxes later. Life insurance. Well, if they have like a $5 plan for cover your child, I'm okay with that. Much beyond that, probably don't need it. Same goes for spousal life insurance. It's usually like $3 a paycheck for $25,000 coverage, which is no coverage. I don't know. I don't want to be throwing money away. Now, let's kind of go through the rest of the list. We have what I call the gimmicky insurances. So we have accidental death and disability. So now we're gambling that we are going to have one of these accidents happen. And actually, if you're in like, base jumper and you're jumping out of planes and off buildings, you actually can't take the accidental death and disability plan. So it's only if like something freak happens, most cases, not going to be worth it. Same with cancer coverage. Now, caution there. Your family has a large cancer history and you're not disqualified? Maybe. Most other people, not going to get you there. Any of those kind of gimmicky programs, and you'll see there's like always a list of like all these add-ons. And it feels like these are great benefits to add on, but then you go, what am I buying? Like I'll go through people's paychecks, and this is one of the steps I'll go through and figure out. I go through pay stub, I'm like, why are you paying this $3 here? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, then delete it. Like next time benefits come, get rid of it. And they go, oh. And they go, well, it's only $3. Yeah, but it's $3 you're throwing away. So unless you're like rich and just want to give your money to insurance companies, let's skip the gimmicks. Some of the other gimmicks. Pet insurance is an interesting one. If you have a new puppy, let's just use that one, and they don't have medical problems, maybe. But here's the thing. If your animal is older or has any medical problems, they're not going to qualify. So, and it doesn't really cover that well. Dental insurance. Well, dental insurance doesn't cover great, but probably going to need it. Vision insurance for most people actually may not be worth it unless you're going to like get contacts and glasses every year, just exactly how it is, and essentially just prepaying for the glasses. Unless you know you have some type of medical problem with vision. Now, when it gets to the retirement section, we have several videos on 401ks, 403bs, Roth, traditional. Not going to give you that choice there. But the minimum you want to do is enough to get the match. So if it says like you put 6% in, they'll put in 3%, cool, let's check that box. We can come back to it later. The 401k you can usually update at any time. Like the health insurance, you can't. A couple other ones, if your health insurance has an FSA, that is you putting aside money for it to disappear, we have a video on FSA versus HSA. Probably not going to use the FSA, But there's an HSA, which is a health savings account, probably will use that. Legal benefits, like, hey, I can call alert at all times. Most people don't get a value out of that. One of the things that in the employee benefits that people often overlook that can be a big deal is like discount section. So my wife works consulting for a place, and she qualifies for a discount. And like my cell phone was 15% discount for just putting her email address in. Like, that's cool. Like, free money. So look at the discount section. Also, I've been at places where like, certain restaurants give you 10% off. Or I was like, that's kind of cool. So take a look at those. And then the other thing on the benefits, let's be real, don't get mad that there's a whole bunch of benefits you'll never qualify for. Hey, this is the childless, child-free. You're not going to use the paternal benefits. You may not use some of those. Nothing we can do about that. No need to throw a hissy fit on that one. Although I kind of want to at times. It is still legal in all states, as far as I know, to discriminate based on not having children. It is not legal to discriminate if you have children. It's called familial status in some states. So not going to win that battle. That's okay. The other benefit that you may not think about a lot, but it could be useful, is EAP, Employee Assistance Program. That's kind of mental health benefits. And sometimes a lot of financial benefits go with it. The financial benefits, be careful. Often those are people trying to sell you products. So just work that through. Now, if something happens in your life, like you get married, you get divorced, somebody dies, you can usually redo your benefits. Otherwise, it's going to be once a year, we're going to update them.